Hi, I'm James Cunningham, and this is Eat Street, where you'll find the most daring and delicious street food around.
First up, we're pulling into a garage in the Bronx for some barbecue.
The pork and the brisket are off the charts.
And a lube job.
The barbecue oil change special, it's become very popular.
Then we're trucking on down to Baton Rouge for crepes fantastique.
Good, really good.
The crepes are really wonderful in texture. It's a super truck.
That is heavenly.
Next, on the streets of Nashville, a beauty queen named Barbie is serving burgers out of what else? A Winnebago.
It's definitely one of the hidden gems of Nashville. We love Barbie's Burgers.
I'll be back.
And we're sidling up to the bar in Austin for high-end finger food out of a low-rent trailer.
We're doing Asian street food, customized to be bar food.
High quality bar food. It's fabulous.
All that and much, much more coming up on Eat Street. The key to any successful business, especially in street food, is what? Lots and lots of traffic. And this next guy's got a cool concept that's really bringing them in. Welcome to Mo Gritters, a barbecue trailer that's parked at Hunt's Auto Point Sales and Service.
The Mo Gritters philosophy is, if you can't beat them, smoke them.
Here, you can get a lube job and a pulled pork Sammy for $34.95.
Nothing like getting an oil change and eating ribs at the same time.
And for years, it's been serving the Bronx with some of the best barbecue in town. A lube job and pulled pork. This gives a whole new meaning to Greasy Spoon.
This place is renowned throughout the city as having the best barbecue, period.
I'd say one of the best around for East Coast. Can't beat it.
We've been operating as a barbecue trailer here for 5 years. We wanted to be the best in New York, contest quality barbecue, and that's what we're known for.
I never understood when they said it melts in your mouth. Never understood it until I ate this. Falls off the bone.
The garage has been a fixture in the Bronx since '58. A licensed mechanic, Fred took over the shop in the late '70s. He started barbecuing for his customers, simply to give them a bite to eat while they waited for repairs.
This really didn't start out to be a money-making business. It started out for the love of barbecue.
Freddie is in love with food. He loves what he does. What he makes is a really good product.
What we're looking for in good barbecue is taste, texture, smell, and good appearance.
The pork and the brisket are off the charts.
What do you have? The pulled pork and the brisket?
All right, we got the brisket. We take a superior Angus cut of meat, season it with garlic, pepper, Mo Gritter seasoning. Our aim is always to get contest quality barbecue out of here. And that's it, she's ready to go in the smoker. This brisket's been in the oven for 11 hours. Now let's see how moist it is. Now gorgeous, cut this up, put it on a sandwich. Little sauce on it, and there you have it. Mo Gritter's world famous smoked brisket.
This beef brisket sandwich, it's delicious. It's cow on a hamburger bun, but it's unlike any other cow sandwich I've ever had. Very smoky, delicately smoky.
We're interested in getting the barbecue special.
Oh, okay. Do you have your registration on you? The barbecue oil change special just came natural. You know, people would start coming in and saying, could you change my oil while I have lunch? It's become very popular.
Barbecue special?
Okay.
Can we have one pulled pork sandwich and one ribs?
We have 2 specials here, Judy.
The pork is a bone-in butt, not from the butt of the pig. The butt is from the shoulder. We use the bone-in to give it extra flavor. Put it in the smoker for about 11 hours. All right, looks good. It's very hard to get really excellent pulled pork, and I think we do a fantastic job on that.
Oh, wow.
The meat is tender and smoky. It's really good. The barbecue sauce is delicious.
We've been working on our barbecue sauce for a long time, and we've definitely perfected it. It's sweet, yet a little tangy, slightly spicy, but not overpowering. Probably one of our greatest achievements.
They say your ribs be talking.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Mo Gritter's ribs, we use a St. Louis cut because it's got a lot of meat on them. They're not like the skimpy ribs that you see in places with the real small bone. It's a nice rib. We season it with Mo Gritter's rub, put it in the smoker, and we smoke them up for about 4.5 to 6 hours.
You can almost taste the time it took to cook this. It's just fantastic.
It's melt in your mouth, delicious. I really feel like I taste the smoke.
Great balance of that sharp barbecue sauce flavor and the sweet, tender meat, you know, it's amazing.
No neat way to eat ribs.
All right, I get the pulled chicken platter.
Chicken, we season that up. We smoke them up for about 4 hours. Brush it with a little Mo Gritter special sauce. It's ready to be eaten. We get a lot of compliments on our chicken.
It is juicy and tender, yes. I think you should try it.
They say this is the best chicken in town.
We are currently shipping barbecue throughout the nation.
There's usually a line, so people are coming from other boroughs just to check it out. It's worth the trip.
Here you go, full rack.
We've actually had people come in here from Italy, Germany, all over Europe. I don't know how they find it, but that's a good feeling.
Crepes. They sound fancy, but they're not. They're basically just little wrappers for food, like tortillas. French burritos, really. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where French history runs deep, the best crepes in town are being served out of a trailer.
It's really good, really good.
Stuffed with hearty fillings like Cuban pork and Mexican mole, there's nary a French accent to be found. But the locals don't seem to mind a bit.
Oh, it's so good.
In France, calling a crepe a French burrito is obviously very offensive. So to the people of France, I apologize for calling a crepe a French burrito. Even though it is.
Can I get one Vietnamese and one Cuban?
Every time he comes down here, I always make a beeline for it. It's my favorite food truck.
The crepes are really wonderful in texture. They're made right there on the truck, fresh every time you go up to it. It's a super truck.
Thank you. This is great. This is delicious.
We took our last final of college today, and we're celebrating with crepes. It's very good. Tastes like Chinese food.
You know, growing up in Louisiana, we always talk about French culture and French heritage and all this, but there was really no place to get a crepe in Baton Rouge. So when I started deciding to do a food truck, I thought crepes would be a great fit. Very versatile, can fill them with anything you like.
Crepes are a relatively simple food, but it really is a nice alternative to a wrap.
Baton Rouge, red stick.
The chicken mole crepe, and I set this one up burrito style. It's chicken thighs that I've seasoned with cumin, garlic, salt, pepper. Cook it down until it's just basically falling apart. And I fill my crepe with it, and then put mole sauce on top.
There's so much sauce on it. What's in mole sauce?
Mole sauce is something I make from scratch. Fresh blueberries, chocolate, peanut butter, South American spices, and let it simmer for about 6 to 7 hours. Dissolve with sour cream right in the middle. Cut it down. And this is our take on chicken mole in a crepe.
It's good. Really good.
It definitely is a special. I don't run it all the time. I went to culinary school here in Baton Rouge, Culinary Arts Institute of Louisiana. Do classic French cooking, and you learn everything it takes to be a chef and work in the restaurant business.
Kevin Black has had all sorts of interesting culinary adventures, so a lot of the menu is derived from his travels in Europe and Asia.
I will do a ham and brie crepe, which is actually my favorite. You got to get your pan hot enough, otherwise it will stick. It's all in the wrist. Put a healthy amount of brie on there. Fresh baby spinach, cranberry sauce. Give it that sweet with the salty ham. I'll lay that right there. Garnish it up. A little bit more cranberry right on top. A little bit of fresh parsley. That's the ham and brie crepe. Anytime I want a quick snack, this is the one I make for myself.
Sweet and savory. The brie just melts so perfectly. Good stuff.
Here's your Cuban, sir.
This is our Cuban. This was my way of getting guys to try out crepes for the first time. Go ahead and lay my cheese down, get it melting. Some fresh dill pickles, a homemade chipotle mustard, our shredded pork, and smoked ham.
The pickle is very good. Seems like it cuts the fat of the pork well, you know, the acidity of the pickle.
A couple of pickles on the side, parsley, and that is the Cuban.
It's very tasty. It's like a Cuban sandwich.
The community has definitely embraced food trucks. When we first started out, people were a little skeptical, but they're finally coming around.
Michael?
It's amazing. You'll see all walks of life on a day-to-day basis. You'll see retired women, you'll see college students, you'll see businessmen.
It's unique.
I appreciate the business model.
But even successful businesses can't control Mother Nature.
We're really known for our quirky weather. I mean, you can have an occasional downpour at any given time.
When I first bought it, I had a big 400-pound rotisserie smoker on the back and quickly realized I didn't need that, so that's why I have the little back porch now. I'll have 5 or 6 people camped out on the back eating their lunch.
I think I'm ready for my dessert crepe.
We're gonna make one of our classic dessert crepes. Nothing fancy about it. It's got the crepe, our chocolate hazelnut spread, and fresh Louisiana strawberries. Picked these up at the farmer's market yesterday. And these I don't like to get really crisp, so they usually move pretty fast. Very simple, but really delicious.
That is outstanding. That is heavenly.
I think we did close to 80 tickets today, which is a really good day.
Putting the crepe truck on the street in Baton Rouge was a little audacious, especially since we have such beefy appetites here, but it's taken on incredibly well, and I think when people have it, they think about both their French heritage here in Louisiana and also perhaps their own travels.
Cut a piece, try it, seriously. It's good, huh?
Every day you find at least 1 or 2 new customers, which go off and tell a few other people. Started off word of mouth, and it's been tremendous.
They say if Barbie were a real woman, her measurements would be 36, 24, 36. And if that's the case, she is not eating at this next place. In Nashville, there's a Barbie who's pumping out juicy burgers that Elvis himself would line up for.
If you've never had a hamburger with peanut butter on it, you are missing out.
And she's pairing them with thick, luscious milkshakes that are the top of the charts.
Barbie burger.
True what they say, blondes have more bun.
Barbie Burgers is definitely one of the hidden gems of Nashville.
When it comes to great burgers, local Nashvillians are in the know.
Very good.
Just look for the big, pink Winnebago.
I feel like the truck really represents cheerful and shows that we really don't take ourselves too seriously. We take our food really seriously. It's definitely a burger and shake kind of place.
That's good.
Nashville's a wonderful city.
You know, they're great. They really established themselves pretty well, especially here on the east side of town.
There's about 5 bars in the area, and everybody just kind of walks around and enjoys themselves.
Burgers are all the rage right now in Nashville, and Barbie is really stepping it up with the food truck. This is the Hound Dog, named after Elvis.
Elvis loved peanut butter.
Elvis would definitely approve.
Start with Angus beef patty. We're gonna grill our bread, nice and buttery. Add some cheddar cheese, some bacon.
I'm so thankful that we chose the char grill. It just gives an amazing flavor to our food.
Dress this burger with peanut butter, and it'll melt so nicely to the grilled bun, more like a condiment. This is a Hound Dog.
Really good. I've never had peanut butter on a hamburger before.
I think Barbie's Burgers might bring Elvis back.
There's one item that's always on the menu in Nashville. Here we go. Crazy weather.
The weather's a little bipolar.
It's going to be torrential downpour for about 10 minutes. It'll clear up soon. We'll be back to how it was, nice and hot.
It had to rain right when I was trying to get my Hound Dog on here.
I'm eating the hot mess, a burger with a fried egg on top and sriracha hot sauce. It is awesome.
Pure love of Asian cuisine is how we came up with this one.
100% Angus, a little Worcestershire on it. The meat is really good.
It tastes like she uses stuff that is expensive.
I love eggs. Sea salt, cracked pepper. So now that it's got a nice caramelization around the edge, we're gonna flip it and add the cheese, add the egg, mayonnaise, sriracha, garlic chili paste, a little bit of romaine. This is the hot mess. So hot and so messy.
Delicious.
I forgot to ask for napkins.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Cheeseburger combo, please.
Cheeseburger.
2 kids grilled cheese.
2 of them, actually. 2 separate orders, though.
Math has never been my strong suit.
I totally do this. You know, I have to.
And I'll say 8 and 6.
14.
Here's my walking calculator. There you go.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
The biggest burger on the truck is definitely our portobello mushroom cap.
Try a mushroom.
Your flavor is in the Worcestershire, so we'll put a little bit around the grill and smoke the portobello. It's got to become soft and tender and not so chewy. Flatten it out, make it a little more consistent. Just a little sea salt, cracked pepper, flip it. Provolone cheese, starting to melt really well. Starting to get really soft and tender, nice and juicy. Mustard, ketchup, all the veggies, tomato, pickle, onion, romaine. This is the portobello veggie burger.
It's meaty, but it's very tender. I'll be back.
When I was 15, 16 years old, I learned how to make the best milkshakes.
The milkshake is awesome. It's awesome.
Start with a 1/4 cup of whole milk, 3 scoops, vanilla ice cream, and we want to make sure we get a lot of chunks of strawberry so it's very flavorful. And we're gonna add some pink sprinkles.
Cold and good and almost done.
While I was pregnant with my 3-year-old daughter, I just enjoyed cooking and eating and finding that I was pretty good at it. Being pregnant definitely made me a foodie, so she's really what inspired me to do the truck.
Do you ever stumble out of a bar at 2 a.m. and you find some street meat on the corner and you think it's the most delicious thing you've ever tasted? Then you wake up next morning and you look over and you realize, ah, did I eat that?
In the back of a hip tavern in Austin, Texas, a tiny trailer called Eastside King is serving up the best bar food in town. They specialize in Asian street food.
The best Asian fusion that there is in this town, I think.
Japanese-style beef fries, Thai chicken, and a beef tongue Sammy that apparently tastes a lot better than it sounds.
Probably about the best tongue sandwich I've had.
Tongue, you say? I think I'll stick with the beet fries.
Definitely one of the top trailers in Austin.
Really unique and creative. They know what they're doing.
We're doing Asian street food, a lot of different Asian. It's like gourmet delicious, but at the same time, it's bar food.
It's like high-quality bar food. It's fabulous.
The Eastside King trailer is permanently parked in the back lot of an East Austin watering hole called the Liberty Bar. It's a cool place to sip a pint, but they don't serve food, which is where Eastside King comes in.
Right before we opened, they opened, so they need food.
Moto is double booked tonight, playing in his blues band, so he's offloaded his kitchen duties to his line cooks.
I would like one order of beet home fries.
The beet fries are super popular.
We steam these in the oven with oil and vinegar. These are usually sold out by the end of the night.
If you think you don't like beets, you need to try these.
They come out of the fryer.
I serve them with Japanese kewpie mayo, sashimi togarashi, green onion.
Well, they're really, really good. It's like sweet and like the beet flavor is kind of like that earthy. So good.
My mom would have made beets like this. I would have eaten them.
So Moto was driving around and found the trailer in someone's backyard, bought the trailer, had a friend paint the trailer. They didn't give him any direction at all. They were just like, make it crazy. We loved it, and it's just become an icon of Eastside King. People love it.
Would you like to taste my tongue?
Roast our beef tongue for about 4.5 hours, and then we just deep fry it to order. A little bit of the Thai vinaigrette that has fish sauce.
With peanut curry sauce, basil, mint, cilantro, onion, jalapeno, and of course, beef tongue.
Wow. I think a lot of people are scared of beef tongue, and now it's just become kind of this new, like, foodie gourmet thing. It's even a little sweet, I think.
That tastes better than a lot of tongues I've ever tasted.
We get 2 rushes. We get a dinner crowd or a happy hour crowd, and then we get another one about 10 o'clock. So we've got 3 cooks in the kitchen and 1 runner running food back and forth.
It's a little rough sometimes. It gets pretty hot. We have very little counter space. It's gonna be a long night, but it's what we do.
It can be fun, though, yeah.
We can serve 400 to 500 people in a night.
This is the veggie meshi with Brussels sprouts. It's a Brussels sprout salad.
We deep fry Brussels sprouts, toss them with green and red cabbage, onions, jalapenos, basil, mint, cilantro, and a Thai vinaigrette. Top it with one of our steamed buns. We deep fry it, slice it up, put it on top. We've definitely changed a lot of people, their opinions on the beets and the Brussels sprouts.
I don't understand it. I don't think that they should be legal, really. But those are really good.
This one is actually one of my favorite things here. It's nutty, it's spicy, the texture's good.
All the cute girls like the Brussels sprouts.
Just got a following and just got bigger I don't think they ever expected it to get this big.
It's just really nice that there's this food coming from these chefs at these high-end restaurants, but they make it accessible for everyone.
We're actually from California, and we came all the way here for this food. I got the chicken karage.
It's chicken thigh that's brined in water, vinegar, sugar, fish sauce, Thai chili, and garlic. Chicken pops up.
We add in our herb mix and a little onion, jalapenos. We dress it with our Thai vinaigrette, do a toss, then we plate. We definitely do not go light on the chicken here. And this is it, the Thai chicken karage.
It tastes like deep fried chicken, just really good deep fried chicken.
In the future, we'd definitely like to expand, and we want to do all sorts of different Asian street food. We want to open up a lot of Vietsub. We want to build a kingdom.
Vietsubに来ていただきましてどうもありがとうございます。